back in the world of Fortnite. We're going to try on Meowscles. Meowscles. I always get this wrong. I always want to say Meowscles. That would be like a lollipop cat, but anyway. Okay, let's start. The head. The head's really cartoony anyway. It's already kind of the right shape for us. A lot of these things we have to cartoonify, but actually this one's already on the right track because it's very, very cartoony. We'll put a little bit of a slant on it, but it's basically going to be a roundy shape like that. And flick up like that. I'm going to bring that through, another one that side. And then we just need to tidy this up a little bit at the top there. Making mistakes at your pencil stage, that's the key. Yeah, keep going a bit bigger with the head. I like the bigger head because it doesn't have to be exactly faithful to the original. It just has to be there or thereabouts, recognisable. Add your own bits of personality into drawings. That's what I always say. I like that. So it's going to come up a little bit like this on this side. Same on that side. So Meowscles is a really sort of old school kind of style of drawing, like early Mickey Mouse kind of things like that, maybe even earlier than that, to be honest. It's a really cool style of cartooning and animation. I love it a lot. And you're gonna have a little whoop, little woo 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 woo. There we go. So that's nearly there. It's not bad. I'm not 100% pleased with it. Maybe I just need to extend these out. Well, this is the sort of time to experiment. Get it kind of how you want it. Make sure it looks right before we go on to the inking stage where we're going to go over it in pen or digitalize it. Now, I'm not going to draw a completely faithful Meowscles depiction, but I'm going to draw roughly where I think he's going to go, so it's going to roughly go like this, around there. I have a sort of an inverted triangle at the top there, where his muscles are going to be. How should we do? What sort of pose should be in? He's going to have one hand up like that. I think that's a good one, so we'll do the other one. Do trapezoids and out like that a little bit. In again there for a hand. Really rough at this sort of stage. Faces are going to come down like that, aren't they? When I'm mapping it out, you don't need any detail whatsoever. Map it out. Look, it's a circle for a hand there, just like that. You don't need any detail at this stage. Just getting proportions right, getting things to look roughly in the right places. Now that's going to be a glove on there. Coming around like that. So something roughly along those lines. That's what I'm gonna be going for. There we go, you bring that in. Bit more like that. Bring those in there. Couple of buttons. Whoop, in there. Oh, I haven't done this glove, have I? An important one. There we go. I'm going to have that up like that. There we go. That's moving that a bit more like that. It's coming together, I think. I think it's coming together. What do you think? Now I'm going to finish it off like that. I'm going to move my paper up now because my screen's not big enough to fit this all in. So I'm going to do quite little legs, I think. Compared to his body, certainly. Maybe exaggerate that even more. Now, again, I haven't got a picture of his shoes from memory, so I'll be doing them from memory because I haven't got the picture of the shoes. much. I think he's got kind of high tops on, right? Don't have a shoe reference. Need a reference guide here. I assume he's got sort of shoes like that on. They're very rough. I'll tidy them up in a minute. So we're nearly there with this guy. I guess it's a bit rough at this stage, but this is absolutely the time to make it rough. Keep it rough. Keep any lines you don't want. Yeah, nearly there. Good. Okay, and there is always a time to stop messing around with your drawings and just get on with it. I think I might just do that now. I'll see you on the inking stage. Here he is, old Toon Meowscles. So we're going to follow the lines of the head. I'm not 100% happy with the proportions. I know I mentioned this earlier on when I was sketching it. I do want the head a bit smaller. I know I was going to do it a bit bigger than it is, but I do want it a little bit smaller than it is currently, so I will be descaling that in a minute. There we go. I'm happier with that. It looks less obvious now, a bit more true to the original, so I think that looks a lot better. Braces, trapezoid, deltoids, I don't know what muscles are called. Bulgy ones. Gloves, I know what they're called. Yeah, I think that body to head ratio is a lot better now, actually. I'm pleased I made that change early on. The rest of this should be relatively straightforward. The lines are mostly there. I can just follow most of my pencil lines I've got there. Make the odd adjustment along the way, but I think they're more or less set. That's too big. It's not a bad hand, but it's too big. So we'll get rid of that. It's a bit better, but again, that thumb's not right. Come back to that in a minute. I think I've got his pectorals now, more or less. Finishing on the braces now. There we go, they're nearly done. Legs. Gone off the bottom of the screen now. There we go, so you can see the bottom of him now. I have used a reference while I was inking now. I didn't have a reference to hand when I had the when I had pencil in hand, but now I'm doing the inking I did have a reference, so I get these shoes a little bit more accurate. I think they're looking pretty cool, actually. I wouldn't mind a pair of these trainers myself, to be honest. Do you think I could pull those off? Yeah, maybe not. Back to this tricky hand again. It was just too big. I need to draw it again. Those fingers are better, but it's still not right. It's too round. Sometimes there is just a little bit that you cannot nail. This is not bad. It's a little small still, though. One more shot. Yeah, the angle's better on that one. That's not bad. Yeah, this one could be it. Yeah, that's it. I'm leaving it. few finishing touches to the line work here. I'm pretty pleased with how this has gone so far, actually. Quite liking the black and white line work as it's looking there. I knew I wouldn't leave that glove alone. There we go. And done. On to the colours. Well, there isn't really any colours. It's black and white, isn't it? Or shades of grey. Let's call it shades of grey. Starting to look more familiar now, isn't it? Yeah, the colour makes all the difference with this one, I think. Colour, shading, greys, you know what I mean. I'm just filling in the braces now with a darker grey. That'll be the same for the trousers as well. You can just see on the right hand side there, little peek behind the curtain in the process here. Those are two different Photoshop layers. One has the outlines that we did a minute ago, and one has the shading, as it is now, on the bottom layer. So it just helps that the outlines are always going to stay on top. These greys, I think, are really making a difference. They certainly bring a lot more depth from the sort of black and white feel that we had before. This, just the application of this little bit of light grey around the edges, I think it's really giving it a lot more depth. I like it. So yeah, he's got his roots in the sort of early Disney Steamboat Willie style of animation. With Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, that's one of my favourites. I like that character. So yeah, very, very similar style to that. Meowscles not necessarily just the Toon version, but he was a defector in the series. If you spoilers, if you haven't played this one through already yet, but he was Ghost, then Shadow. And his weapon is an enormous 10-ton barbell, which is hilarious. Really, really cartoony and brilliant. There he is, our finished Toon Meowscles. Really happy with this one, one of my favourites. I hope you like this one. Let me know. And please, if you want to help me out, do hit that subscribe button. Thank you. See you next time.